Yeah, so I feel like I need to address. Hold on. You know what? I might just have. That's better. Now, I need to say two things. Number one, thank you for 28,900 and add subscribers. Hopefully this video will push us to 29, heck, even 30. And secondly, this video is at least an hour long, although at the point of me recording this, I haven't even recorded my part yet. But yeah, if you couldn't tell, this is Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Greg the Furry. Yeah, this is going to be a collab between me and Communist Creeper. Creeper has been wanting me to release this for a long while. I don't know when this video is gonna come out. I'm just recording this. It's currently the 4th of April. I don't know when this video is gonna come out, but I'm gonna try to record audio today. Again, like at the time of me recording this intro, it's like the 4th of April right now. So hopefully hopefully this video comes out by Friday or Saturday. If it doesn't come out Friday, then Saturday. And if it does come out Saturday, then you'll have a back-to-back video with Diary of a Hero Academia coming out at 12 p.m. I'm gonna make it sure it comes out at midday, and then you're gonna have Greg the Furry coming out at 7. Well, yeah, 7 p.m. my time, 12 p.m. my time, which is 1 p.m. for y'all and 8 p.m. for y'all. Nothing more to say in this intro. I think I covered everything. Video gonna be long as hell, and thank you for pushing me to 28,000 subscribers. Yeah, that's all I really have to say. Let's just start the video so I don't drag this on longer.
September, Monday, 3 days before Rainforest. I'm really sick of my family. They won't support me finally going out of my room and going to conventions and are really disrespectful to me. Yesterday, Roderick, who is really attractive by the way, just punched me again, even though I made it clear to him that I don't like spontaneous BDSM. Wow. 22 seconds, a world record of me regretting my life choices. Oh god, why did I even decide to read this shit? You fucking furry. My brother Roderick, he knows about my humiliation fetish. Don't worry about the lack of GIF drawings. Every 2 pages will be lewd, uwu. But the rest will describe my experience as an oppressed member of society. Friday. I know I'm supposed to post furry GIF uwu on every even page, but today, while I tried to film a sex scene, Roderick said, "What the fuck are you doing, Greg? I thought you would clean the toilet." You're so hot. Then he shooed me away, Oma, and said, "Whatever, it's not like I expected you to be a valuable member of society." I mean, if he doesn't cooperate with my GIF, I could just do it alone. Saturday. I'm so excited! Tomorrow is going to be Rainforest, and I told everyone in class about it. But they reacted weird. Oops. I just finished putting all the dildos and stuff in my backpack. What the fuck? Mommy says I'm a big boy for finally going outside. I got so hyped that I even forgot to sleep in my fursuit, uwu. Okay, uwu. Here is your GIF you wanted to see so much. Here we go.
Yeah, so I guess this is what you wanted, huh? Just an hour worth of degeneracy. This is what you guys were begging me to read. Bravo, guys. Bravo.
Notice his bolt. I'm regretting my life choices right now, bro. Why is my son such a disappointment? Notice his bulge? What's this? Uwu, that is your Greg meat. Can I touch your buggly wuggly? This is in Rainforest, by the way. Yes, Daddy, touch my bulge, Uwu. It's so much fun. Bulge gets even bigger. Your bulge is so big, Uwu. Why don't you unzip your widow pants? Unzips pants. It's even bigger than I thought. Touches pee-pee. Why don't I give it a whittle sucky, Uwu? Sucks and nuzzles. Yes, Uwu, yiff me daddy with your meat, Uwu. Moans and sucks come, Uwu. On God, I really should choose my books better. Sunday! Today was day one of Rainforest, ooh woo woo. It was exactly like I hoped it would be. Vibrator noises. Yiff me with your furry dong. This was a dildo I brought to Rainforest, by the way, ooh woo. I don't get paid enough for this shit. You and me both, bro. You and me both. After the group orgy, oh my god, bro. After the group orgy, we got together and slept in our sleeping sacks. Yes, we tried Yif, but the evil beardo guy didn't allow midnight sex. I shared my toys with my furry friends, and we played together in the group room, if you know what I mean. I already love Rainforest. Can't wait for the next 2 days. Maybe I'll even get to use the glory hole someone drilled in a door. Ooh woo. Saturday. You might be wondering why I haven't continued my diary for a while. Well, it has one simple reason. I'm ashamed of it. After Rowley accidentally hit my head at FurCon, the first thing I noticed was how I was surrounded by a bunch of degenerates. Then it hit me. I suddenly wasn't a furry anymore. It's like my IQ score just doubled instantly. So I left FurCon and threw all of my furry stuff away in my room. The next thing to do will probably be deleting my search history, because holy shit, I really have to puke every time I open Google. Sunday. Holy shit. If you are reading this right now, you probably won't believe what I'm saying, but wow. Today a group of furries tried to beat me up. It's like there's some kind of mafia organization or something, as if they felt betrayed because I left the furry community. The fact that I outright told them that they are a bunch of fucking degenerates might have something to do with the fact that I got my right arm broken after swimming class. But I still don't think I deserve that treatment. Jesus, those guys are like a fucking cult. Why did you betray us? Why? Monday, I really must say that I'm proud of what I did last night. After I finished writing in my diary, I sneaked into school and hung up anti-furry posters as a reaction to my arm getting broken. It hurt really freaking much to tape those posters on the wall, but it was definitely worth it. Seriously, those faces of the furries at our school were unimaginable. I'm extremely lucky I separated myself from that community. Right now, I'm planning my next big thing against those degenerates. And boy, that one will be priceless. I'd like to apologize to all the furries that this might offend or who might be upset with this one. I know that it's only a small percentage of you who are like this, but to be fair, I didn't write the book, so take it up with the author. Tuesday. Well, hey, woo. I must tell you about a bad thing that happened. I accidentally hit my head again at my room and now I'm full on furry. Now my dad seems like he's crying because he's so proud, uwu. I invited my furry friend to yiff me in the basement, and when they did the usual faux play, Dad said, "What the fuck, Greg? Why has your IQ dropped to 4 again?" "Oh, yiff me, Daddy!" They said that they were very happy to see me again, uwu nuzzles. I'm sad that there will be no conventions in my area, but because of that, I plan my own now. Bye, comes. Oh my god. Oh boy. This is gonna be a rough 2 hours. Wednesday. Hey woo again. Uwu, I'm preparing for the yiff in the basement as I'm writing this page. But first, I have to send Rowley out of the house, uwu. Not for kids. Sucks and nuzzles. And okay, so you may be wondering why I suddenly stopped there. The reason is because I hit my head again while writing the entry, and now I'm really scared. Do I have a personality I don't know about? Holy shit. Come yiff us, Greg. Oh, and the yiff friends, I forgot about them. Wednesday. I told my mom today that I was sick, but in reality, I just really needed some rest. I spent most of the time thinking about what is happening to me. Why am I constantly switching between furry and decent person? Do I need a psychologist? I have no idea and I'm low-key kind of scared. I think I don't want to ever drive a bike if that means there is a risk I suddenly become a mongoloid again. So, when I cleaned the hallway, Mom forced me to,
there was heavy knocking on the door. Just one look through the window showed me that the fucking furries are on the hunt again. Looks like I need a hiding spot. Thursday. I just finished working on what I proudly call the Intelligence Keeper. It's basically an old dildo on which I sawed the balls off. But boy, does it punch heads well. I tested on Rowley and he winced in pain and said he probably had a concussion. What a fucking bitch. I found a perfect hiding spot in case the furries are hunting me again. But I'm not stupid enough to write it down in the book. I will now just write in this journal that the plan I was talking about earlier also made some progress. Let's see if it will work. Friday. Even though I have all my tools to survive, I still need to understand my second personality. Because of that, I went to Raleigh to knock me over the head, and then, after letting me write in my journal, knocked me over again. He said something about not being out for revenge or some shit, but I told him it's just what friends do to each other. He finally agreed when I told him I will punch him in the head twice after the experiment. Let's see the results. I'm really anticipated on what my furry me thinks of this right now. Still Friday. Hi, this is Raleigh writing. Greg told me to write down everything weird he does, so I guess I will use the diary he brought for it. I hope he won't mind. The first thing he did was to call his friends and invite them to YIF. However, it looks like he was refused, so he proceeded to take his weird rubber thing and shove it up his asshole. He screamed, "Yif me daddy, oh whoa," while doing so. Then he peed milk all over the floor. No idea how, but he peed milk. It was sticky and he said it was for breeding uwu. I think the experiment is done, so I will hit him over the head again after I finish writing. I don't want to hurt him.
Saturday! Nice to see you again, Uwu. Raleigh refused to hit my head a second time, and I still want to yiff. I masturbated in the furnace room and Dad nearly caught me, but I was extremely lucky.
I think I just heard some grunting noises coming from the furnace room.
The Intelligence Keeper is not enough for my yiff hole, Uwu, so I'm going to invite my fellow furry friends to suck my furry dicks. I'm so glad Rowley didn't hit my head so I can fulfill my cock nuzzling dream. Until tomorrow, noses on sucking. Ooh, bye.
It hasn't even been 2 hours and yet still I feel done with this shit. So glad Creeper collabed with me.
Sunday. What is happening? Why are all my furry friends against me? I tried to invite them to an orgy in my house a second time and they still refused. I don't get it. I thought everyone liked me and my furry dong. A week ago they should have. One of them even tried to beat me up. I can't believe it. What did I do wrong?
Sissy.
Nuzzles. They said they were betrayed by me, and that I wasn't welcome to Yif again. Sucks. But why? I was always very loyal to my fellow furries, and now they turn me around. I need to do research, and then I can find out why. Moans and sucks.
Yeah, because I'm not actually gonna moan and suck and... I really should buy a gun.
Until tomorrow, Uwu.
How much times have I said uwu through this thing?
Monday. As you know, school starts again, so I was finally able to see my other friends. But again, they reacted kinda weird. Come on! Even the dog of some stranger didn't like to yiff me.
Whoa, wait, what? Greg's in the bestiality confirmed.
I quickly noticed I needed to research on this, so I'm going to ask Wowie what happened in the last days. I weirdly don't remember anything. I just want to be able to yiff again. I hope Daddy Uwu, doesn't find out about this. He will say that I'm a degenerate again, and I don't like this. Tuesday. Today we had to listen to the school principal. He said us furries are degenerates, Umu, and subhumans. Why, Umu, is this again? I just want to yiff. Please help me. I'm stuck inside a furry personality. Just hit my head, please. Be accepted by other people, Umu. By the way, Umu, I found a furry-proof shelter. Well, not anymore.
I'm slowly drifting into insanity. Please help.
Anyway, did we tell you about our Beat a Furry station? For just one dime, you can beat the shit out of furry with whatever weapon you please. Now, you can't kill them, unfortunately, but you get to take your metal bat and smash the shit out of their head. It's probably gonna kill them. Never mind. Wednesday. Today, something weird happened. I woke up in the classroom after I passed out at Rowley's and wondered how I got there. It was Friday afternoon after all. After they looked at me weird, they told me it was Wednesday and that Mr. Dicksuck, how funny, was going to send me out of the classroom for being a degenerate. Wowza! After school, I immediately went to my secret place to find out if furries vandalized it. And boy, fuck me in the eyeholes. The walls were sticky. I really need a better hiding spot. Thursday. I found another secret hiding spot in the forest after lots of searching. It's twice as much away from my school than the first one, but it's more secure in the woods. In the meantime, I also practice furry language. Yif me daddy ooh. Learn to speak furry fluently. Damn, I'ma need me one of these books to fuck all the bad furry hoes. I want you guys to pretend that you never heard me say that. It's not my fault, it's the book. I swear. Book's getting to me, I swear. I talked about a big plan earlier in this journal, and no, I did not forget it. I mean, I did, but I remembered it while I was carrying all my stuff to the new shelter. And trust me, that plan will go in history. Friday. Everything is going as I planned. Unless I get hit again, there will be nothing stopping my master scheme. The last thing I need to take care of is Dad. He constantly checks me to see if I'm still a degenerate, and I don't want him to know that I'm, in fact, not a Mongolite anymore, but planning to betray those fuckers. Has anyone seen my pants? Speaking of Dad, occasionally I wonder if he's secretly a furry. I mean, him losing his pants this dinner was really suspicious, but I could just be wrong. However, I must concentrate on my plan and not Dad. Saturday. My suspicions are confirmed now. Dad is a secret furry. He hid it really well up until now, I must admit. But after I intentionally made sure he was never alone in our room for hours, he apparently couldn't keep it anymore. I'm quoting from my notebook. At 3:45 p.m. in the backyard of my house, I caught Dad deep-throating a dildo. He claims he fell on it. Slork slork. Damn, I knew this nigga was gay, bro. Greg, you can't say the N-word. Of course I can. My voice actor's black. Looks like my plan has to wait. I now have to convert Dad into not being a furry. Sunday. As I said yesterday, I need to stop Dad from being a furry to act out my plan against them. Today I tried to educate him about why furries are total degenerates, but I don't think he seems to get it. So instead I tried to teach him physically. I called some furry friend in my phone list and told him to mess around Dad's gardens with me. Dagnab, you rotten teenagers. However, Dad is still a furry. Maybe I need to hit his head? Monday. I can now officially confirm that I turned Dad into being sensible again. All I needed to do was to call a bunch of furries on my phone and tell them there's a furry hater living in Grandma's house. Then I invited Dad to visit Grandma, got out with her to play bingo, and left just in time before the furries arrived, ready to knock someone's head, just like I wanted. See you later. Honestly, I feel kind of bad for Dad, but I need to remind myself that this is crucial for my plan. Wednesday will be glorious. Tuesday. My preparations were easier than I thought they would be, so I instead went to Grandma for some free self-made cookies.
As I sat there eating, I thought about how weird it was that Dad happens to be a furry just like me, and that his furry personality can be easily turned off by hitting his head. I wonder if Roderick is a furry too, or Mom, or anyone else. After executing my revenge against the degenerates, I should really take the time to study each and every one of my family and see if they are secret furries too. Now that I think about the possible furry gene, how far does that go in my family tree? Maybe cavemen like phallic shaped rocks? Tuesday. Yeah. My attack didn't go as planned. In fact, it wasn't even really an attack in the first place. More like something a prank YouTuber would do. Turns out a machine gun isn't in the price range of a video game, but about 20 times more than I thought. We then tried to buy one in the darknet for cheaper, but then we remembered that no one actually knows how to get into it. So we had to do budget cuts. We bought about a dozen packages of toilet paper. I mean, some of us still had fun, but it just wasn't the same. I wish I had money. Thursday. Now that I write this page, me saying yesterday that I need more money seems kind of prophetic at this point. I was contacted by a group named Gamers Against Furries, who claims it has the resources to help out in my attacks against fanatics. I was a bit skeptical, but I still went to the address they gave me, and oh man, I sure love those swimming pools they have. The group consists of 30 plus teens ranging from the age of 14 to 18, but that doesn't stop them from having actual fucking guns and other weapons I could only dream of having. They told me I could have one too, if I do them a favor. Let's see what this is about.
Fryway.
No, I'm not reading this. No, this is not happening, bruh. Just read the fucking page. You know, just because you got a gun to my head doesn't mean I'm afraid. But okay.
Hello again. Finally my furry me is back, and I want to yiff again. It's a little weird that I won't remember anything that last week, but that doesn't matter. In fact, the first thing I remember is that I was hanging from a tree, half naked. But I somehow didn't like it. There were fellow furries watching. I think they're from a secret furry gang. Maybe I tried to spy on them? Then I fell on the ground and hit my head.
Comes. Is this what my life has come to? Reading a fan fiction about horny furries. I guess this is just life.
Saturday. Hi. Another day has begun. And I went to my computer to look up YIF, but there was a strange address. I still went there. There were Gamers Against Furries. Not good. They asked me what's wrong, Greg. I said, nothing. I just want YIF. But then they said,
holy shit, someone hypnotized Greg.
Or something, and then they said it was all Jim's fault. But I don't know any Jim. I just hit my head, Nuzzles. But do they know? They said they would dehypnotize me. I'm confused, sucks cum.
Finally! Fuck! I'm finished recording this part of the audio. Creeper, take it away.
Sunday, this hypnotism worked, somehow. While that guy was trying to get me in a trance, I fell into sleep and hit my head on the ground. So now those guys from Gamers Against Furries think they dehypnotized me within 5 minutes, which makes me a perfect subject for more hypnotist tests, to make me a hitman without morality or somehow. Great. The last thing I wanted to do was be a killer that's a vegetable on the inside. I need to get away from these guys, but how? Monday, I successfully escaped Gamers Against Furries. I don't know what exactly they were planning to do with me, but I saw that part of the fence without spiked wire and instantly took the opportunity. Boy, was I close to being detected. Now what do? I considered changing my identity and moving to a new country, but then Furry me couldn't remember my old self. Maybe I need the furries to attack Gaff. Let's just see what will happen. Well, it turns out convincing a bunch of furries to try beat up a gang of gamers is harder than I thought it would be. It seems to be okay to not know more than the basic of furries culture, but the more you climb up the ladder of power, the most important it seems to be have advanced knowledge in the field. Because only the really powerful furry can command the rest to do such an invasion. I need to study the lore of these degenerates, Jesus Christ. Oh, no, God. What is wrong with you all? I took one look at the Twitter of the most powerful furries. I might say that really looks like a hell of a good life. One of these guys even has his own private jet. Then again, I'm not sure if I want to spend the rest of my life being surrounded by degenerates who nonstop yiff each other. On top of that, there will always be the constant risks of my life being exposed as a normal person. Maybe I could bring Rowley to hit my head before and after I go to the club. Thursday. This time I actually have nothing interesting to write about, so I'd rather bring something up that has been bothering me for some time now. I'm getting confused who I really am. I mean, I love that I'm a normal person now, but is it really my true self? After all, as far as I know, I was a furry since I was born and only recently discovered this side of my personality. When I look in the mirror, I can't recognize either of the known personalities. It's actually freaking me out a bit. Or I just have multiple personality disorder. Hell if I know.
Yeah, so this is the portion of the video where Creeper spends the next 32 seconds going on a rant about how he's now reading page 35. You know, rather than just going into an editor and flipping the page like a normal human being. So looks like I'm gonna have to take over. Friday. Hey mates, my fucking head hurts like hell. Some furry cunt hit me in the head while I was at the weekly Barbie. I was trying to get into their knickers and then, crocky, they acted like I was the creepy cunt just because I was dating them. That was the most fucking weird piece of audio I've ever read. It's bloody weird over here. There are no animal cunts that want to kill me and the world seems to be upside down. But maybe that's just cause I drank too much cold ones. Hopefully that will piss off.
Alright, bad news now. I was asleep last night. Okay. And I guess I was distracted and fell off my bed. So, of all places to fall, it was on my head and I became a furry according to the date. I was only a furry for a day or two, but a lot must have happened since then. The first thing I found was my nightstand when I was getting a Rowley. It's broken for some reason. Circular in the middle when I noticed something next to it. There it was, just little yiff juice on it. I wonder what else I did. I was a furry. I couldn't affect my relationship with the furries around me. Really helped our little relationship, but they might notice that I'm acting more of a furry to them. Frugly showed up to my door. Why is... Thanks. What? For last night. What happened last night? Whoever made this, you disgust me. On my way to school, I noticed that I also took a massive farting poop in the middle of the road. Furry me wrote his name on it. I tried my best not to look at it, then I really hate this side of me. Maybe there's a way to make it go away. Because maybe therapy? Rowley isn't here. Saturday. Wow, it really feels like it's been a long time, even though my second last page was written yesterday. There was an in-between one, but it somehow didn't feel like I wrote it weird. My font also changed for some reason. No idea why I wrote it differently on the previous pages. Maybe laziness. But the most important thing is I know Dad checks my diary to check on my degeneracy. Maybe he's just reflecting. But I think it correlates with a discussion I had with him yesterday about how youth is necessary for human advancement. Yeah, I hit my head on the office table. Of course, I know it's not okay for him to do that, but to be honest, I want to make sure that that helps me in the case I'm my furry self again. I think it'll tear out my NSW so he doesn't bind me and remind himself that I can't write NSW anymore. See you tomorrow, Dad. It could just be me trying to be philosophical again, but I feel like a large portion of myself went away with the ripping off my NSGW pages. First, I was revealed that my identity has been at least partially wiped from history, but I also have this feeling. It's a weird feeling, I can't really describe it, but it stopped me from putting the ripped pages in the trash can. It's like a part of me gets erased. I don't understand the feeling, since that part of me obviously way different. But then I remembered that I originally was a furry. In fact, me being a sensible person is completely new to my psychology. I locked myself in the bathroom so I can think about all this in silence. I'm currently writing from here. Maybe I can decide here what my true self really is. It doesn't matter. Dad found the not safe for work pages and threw them in the trash. I know those are just pages, but I also feel that this has some symbolical importance in my life. All those records about my furry me are now gone, not just my recent ones. Every single page I made in my life before I became sensible for the first time is now in the trash. Wow. All those memories of me, all of my documentations about my furry self, all of those reflects of someone I used to be, gone. It feels kind of weird, but I miss my old self. Well, Jesus Christ, I arrived at school, and the first thing they did to me was call me Mr. Jiff. Gosh dang it. I'm so tired of being seen as the internet and being bullied for it. Back when I was a furry, I didn't care. I think I actually thought it was kind of hot, but I can't know it exactly because Dad threw all those pages of my furry self. I know they're reading this. Screw you, Dad. But what can I do? I'm just a guy with a mental disorder. In fact, I'm not even my true self right now because my real true self is my furry side no matter if I like it or not. But my furry self was at least happy and didn't care about being a degenerate. Maybe me being a furry is better? What do I know? Wednesday, so things escalated today with me being called Mr. Yuff again. I snapped and beat up a kid who thought it was funny. Then I was suspended from school for a day. When I arrived home, I discovered a strange letter with a text by Gaff Screw Furries on it. I think those are the guys that wanted to hunt me, I think. Are they now offering me something nice? Anyways, here's the letter they sent me. It could be a trap, but I'm also sure they know I'm not a furry right now, so I'm not too concerned about it. See you, Dad. Thursday. Well, screw me anyways. The Gaff meeting was a trap. When I was on the slides and kids jumped me and put a syringe in me. I have no idea what that stuff does, but at least I'm not dead right now. They kicked me out of the building after threatening to murder me and my entire family in case I snitch on them, and then I was alone. Oh, and Dad, if you're reading this, don't call the police, haha. It's just fiction, I swear. Please don't tell anyone about this, please. I'll just see what this stuff does to me, I guess. Friday, Dad apparently saw through the lies of my last page, because just this he went and took me to the hospital to get checked. The doctor said we were lucky the needle was sterile, and that they found out what the mysterious liquid was. It was chemical called antias furious that prevents people from becoming a furry. However, it does not cure furryism. He said that I was lucky, that they were just volunteers trying to prevent degeneracy, and which my parents agreed on. We couldn't go to the police because they think they did a good thing. I was injected with this stuff. But to be honest, I am actually mad I have that liquid inside me. I just want to be my own self. I don't have any worries anymore. I don't even care if I'm a degenerate. That way, I just want to be happy. Saturday. Apparently the doctor telling my parents I'm not a furry anymore wasn't enough for them. I found this under my pillow today. Just the cover and the title alone told me what the book was. Spine Ticklers, Tales You Lose. I read the book, but it honestly feels like it's more some anti-furry propaganda. It's about a furry who discovered magic tales and then goes to the town and the end is him being killed by non-furry propagandists. Maybe they're trying to convince me that I shouldn't try to go back to being a furry again. Well, Dad, you failed because I want to be I want to be my furry self again. Even more, and you won't stop me. In other words, I'm running away from home. Goodbye, Dad. But I want to be myself. Sunday. Now that my parents aren't reading my diary anymore, I can tell you some personal things. Dear diary, maybe. This is just me venting about my past, but the knock on my head at the furry convention was actually a change for the worse. Now that I'm looking back at it, I mean, Back when I was a furry, I was a dinner, and I know, but I didn't know or care I was. My furry self maybe got enjoyment out of it, deviant activities, but at least I was happy. But now, I'm driving away from my parents in the car I stole from them. I learned how to drive in the how to yiff while driving course. And all I have in my family's swimming gear, and I found in the car trunk some groceries I hastily stole from the police. Police could find me, and some weird cards with old personas on it. They're sticky. Just please get me out of this hell called non-furry life. Monday. It's day 2 of my escape from my parents, and things are not looking well. I went to the event hall where I hit my head for the first time, for old time's sakes, but I just wasn't how I thought it would be. There was currently a farmers convention with a pig race outside. One of them apparently got lost, as far as I could tell. That pig destroyed half of my ration before I was able to catch him. Great. Now I only have about 2 days of food before I either starve to death, confess at the police, or steal at a store again, which is extremely risky. In an act of desperateness, I slaughtered the pig, hoping no one will notice the blood on the grass, and I cooked up the pig at a camping grill. It tasted bland and probably was overcooked, but I will have to live with that for the next few days/weeks. I'm just hoping some kind of luck will strike me, otherwise it's over. Tuesday. Today I discovered something interesting. I looked out of my car and saw a strange building with pipes as well as pools beside it. Gaff Laboratory. Guys, if you didn't know, Gaff means Gamers Against Furries. As the sign says, it appears to be a laboratory by Gamers Against Furries. It looks like an abandoned water park, judging by the slides that probably are used as chemical pipes and pools that are now active storage of all types of liquids. When I first saw all of this, my first reaction was to run away in hopes I haven't been seen already. But now that I think about it, there could be an anti-chemical to the liquid inside me. I'll check this place out. Wednesday, I spent hours going around the area, hiding from the guards and searching for security gaps before I was able to find a way to go to and from the laboratory building without being caught. As it turns out, there's a manhole near the highway that connects to the Gaff Laboratory. That way I can get into an area undetected and start infiltrating the building from inside. I used that opportunity and went to the Gaff area, but sadly there are guards in front of the 2 towers themselves too, which means I have to be creative again to get inside. Luckily there is a pipe going into the ground that sounds like it's rarely used, maybe even completely unused. I could break a secret hole into the pipe, but that won't be finished until tomorrow. Up until that, I need to acquire food for the next days, because I just ate the last self-made pork sandwich and I'm really hungry. Fart. I forgot about the security cameras. All of the effort in stealing the gun, planning the heist, and robbing the store, and I forgot about the camera. Gosh dang it. Now it'll be even harder to infiltrate the lab because they know that I'm around them. Judging by the increased amount of guards near the fence, I'll assume they increased security because of my dumb mistake. But I can't give up. I nearly finished making a hole into the pipe and have all my plans ready. It's not possible to stop now. Despite my dumb mistake, I managed to finish and cover up the hole undetected. But I drove my car to a hidden location, gathered some of the food as well as my gun, and made my way into the area. The pipe smells like it's full of chemicals I can't pronounce the name of. When I eventually reached the top of the pipe, I quickly went to the first room I saw and hid behind a shelf. I have no idea how long I was waiting there, but over the hours, less and less people entered the room until a group of guards did a quick routine search in the evening. Luckily, they are lazy, so I wasn't found. I spent the rest of the evening exploring the now empty building, mapping out rooms, looking for keys and for locked doors, and so on. I'm currently riding in a pipe that smells the least like it has dangerous chemicals in it. Hopefully they won't use this one to pump acid or toxic gas through it tomorrow. I'm really tired right now, so I'll find a way out tomorrow. I can't go through the sewers because I'm pretty sure there are guards in there right now. Good night to diary. Hopefully I won't die in here. Saturday. Dear diary, or journal I guess. Today I nearly died. I slept in the seemingly unused pipe, when suddenly at around 7 a.m. morning, some scientists thought it would be a great idea to pump some weird gas through exactly the pipe. I instantly woke up and panically ran out of the pipe, but I was instantly caught. I swear security guards are getting young these days. They threw into a locked room without windows and told me that I was allowed to keep my diary. They also said I wasn't getting executed, thank God. But they're running tests on me. However, hear me out, Gaff, because you're be secretly reading my pages at some point. I know what you mean with tests due to the fact that I was in one of your outposts for a while. Do you really think I'll fall for that trick 2 times? Let me get out of this torture chamber.
The effects of psychochemical weaponry on the human body. The recent discovery of bulbous extenders has shown the possibilities of psychochemical weapons, as seen with the degeneracy that follows upon inhaling the gas. Despite the low number of test persons n equals 17, the effects of bulbous extenders are already showing in clear change in the person's personality within seconds, failing to furryism and occasionally similar degeneracy. It appears to wear off within 15 hours. However, within that time, it is able to change that person's memory, behavior, and dignity abruptly in the matter of a few seconds. More testing and perfecting of the gas is absolutely necessary.
Monday, another day of working as a slave for the lab and serving as a test person. Mowing the lawn has never felt that exhausting up until now. My daily schedule, well, I wake up at 7, have a routine check, and am instructed to get the next chemical that science wants me to test on me. When I turn into a junior furry and do slave labor after breakfast under observation of scientists, I usually come back to my senses around evening, but they use different chemicals every time, so sometimes it's even longer. I only have an hour at maximum between stopping the furry and going to bed. This 1 hour is precious free time, in which I have planned my escape. I mean, doing normal stuff like every other slave and writing my diary. All of this is really testing my wish to be a furry because it's technically fulfilled, but technically is not the way I wanted it to be. Sadly, reality really wants me to screw myself. Tuesday, after I woke up from being a furry, I felt something in my pocket. After being relieved, it's not something degenerate. I realized it's a letter, so I waited until I was sure no one was seeing me and opened it. It is very interesting. I have no idea why my furry self decided to keep the letter he found, but it's definitely an opportunity for something. I'll make sure I hide the next pages from the scientist. Besides, I think I know that Dr. S. Fisher. She's the leading scientist at GAF Lab. This could help me. Wednesday, oh boy, do I love being tested on it during senseless rounds around the yard. I definitely a furry while writing this. As you can see, I write the oh whoa. I also write the nuzzle. I'm not planning on any attempt to escape the laboratory with nuzzles. I'm hoping for another day of census testing. I love walking around yards and doing if like my fellow furry friends. I will now do the oh whoa again. Oh whoa. Thursday. Alright. This is going to be one of those hidden pages. I'm not sure if I'm convincing enough writing as if I was a furry, but they looked like they bought it, so at least that's not going to be a problem. I already decrypted about half the letter Dr. S. Fisher. She wrote about a new arrangement of the gas containers to make the building more secure. This knowledge could come in handy sometime. This gave me an idea. One thing that was also mentioned was the personal life of SF. At first I thought it was skippable because it doesn't have any relevant information, but then I realized she mentioned that she used to be a furry as well. Relatable. No. Oh, I almost forgot to write about my own life. Well, there's nothing interesting in it. Just the same labor as yesterday. Job after job, syringe after syringe, the life of a slave, to be short. Friday, I finally finished scripting the letter. The second half consists of relatively important information except for the second last line, in which that line, Dr. S. Fisher, mentions she received an angry email from a certain F. Hemley, and then talks about how she is surprised anyone is still searching for me. After all, she writes, I'm just a furry, and I don't know what Dad wrote, but it seems to have been very insulting mail. I'm not gonna lie, I was also surprised he still searches for me, or that he's discovered I'm at GAF Laboratory. Could it be that he misses me? Well, Maybe. Him finding out I'm in the lab constantly getting injured for some sort of bulbous exorus probably struck a nerve with him. He is a closet furry after all, even if he denies it. But he probably doesn't have the resources to help me. It may or not. I have to find a way out myself. Saturday. While working on my plan, I heard some screaming coming from the lake near the area, so I went to the fence to look at it. It's Dad! Out of all the people who could have tried to save me, it's him. I thought that email was only an empty threat. Judging by the looks of it, it seems to have been a freak accident where he rammed his car boat into one of the lab piers. No idea how he managed to do that, especially considering that he didn't even need to cross the lake in the first place. There are already GAF guards arresting him by taking him to jail, not the lab. Sunday, I can now officially say I escaped GAF twice, but instead of a minor outpost, it was the laboratory, the second biggest GAF location after the main base this time. The actual escaping part was a bit weird. However, I got my gas mask, broke every glass pipe, climbed over the fence with the now dead guards, and stole the first car I saw on the dirt road near the highway. But unfortunately, I overlooked. It's a self-driving car, and it had a pre-programmed destination. Well, fart. I'm currently on the highway instead of route through the forest I planned, which means my face is visible to everyone. I can stop the car. I could stop the car while driving, but that could cause it to automatically call 911, so I have to wait until it arrives at its destination. Wait, I'm going to look up where exactly it is. It's Plainview. Holy mother of bad luck. Monday, I finally arrived in Plainview after spending hours trying to hide from the car windows as a desperate attempt to not be seen. I broke into some apartment I assumed was empty, and it really was. As I'm writing this, I'm currently closing all the windows and trying my best not to be seen. This also includes never turning on the light, which means I do all this in the dark. Food will definitely be a problem, especially because I'm being hunted right now, so stealing from a grocery store won't be an option. I'm still exploring the empty building and the expectation of some rats and hobos. No one lives here. Thank God. They can't read, so they won't understand the wanted posters. Oh, it's probably past midnight. Time to go to bed. Okay. I did it. I did it. I did it. After like 33 minutes, I finished. So as I said when I first started this, please watch my FNAF video.
Tuesday. Today I woke up to two things. Some random dog that probably belongs to one of the hobos nearly fucking murdered me while I was asleep. 2. I was nearly caught by the police. I just barely managed to hide behind a bookshelf while they were searching for me. I can't even provide an explanation for 1 and 2. 1 is simply hobos not training their dogs properly, but 2 is probably because I was seen when I stole food from an apartment next to the empty one. How ironic, it's not even the first time stealing food gets me in trouble. I can call myself lucky the aggressive dog attacked the police, which distracted them and gave me time to hide. For the next days, I need to be even more careful not to get discovered, or else I'll die. Wednesday. I think I'm getting mad. Very mad. I went to bed. Then I heard a weird crash. What is that crash? Where is that crash? I'm confused. I'm scared. I'm lonely. Am I getting mad? Maybe I'm getting mad. Am I already mad? Am I? Another crash. Another crash. I just want to sleep. I just want to be happy. Why is there a crash? Is there even a crash? Am I imagining it? Help. Greg, are you trying to spit bars, bro? Now, let me just screenshot this page 62, and just save that. Might use that in a song for my next album. Alright, time to read the rest. Maybe I went mad, maybe I went mad, maybe I went mad, maybe I went mad. But what if not? I knew not talking to anyone for days gets someone mad, but why me? Let me out. Thursday. I am sending cash to myself. It's a lot, $2. To whom it may concern, the cash is from Greg Heffley, 12 Surrey Street. $2. $2. Very important. Found them behind an armchair. I also found breadcrumbs. Lunch. Am I going mad? Maybe I'm already mad. But I read about mad scientists. Am I one? Maybe I'm a doctor. I could be one. Ooh, I should research time traveling. Time traveling! Yes, we'll get time traveling and get $2. Very smart. Looking forward. And now to save page 63. Friday. This is it. The final station of my train of madness following my hit on the head. I'll be in this rubber cell, probably forever. They said I was in for attempted murder, which sounds fair to me, but I was also in for manic episodes following a long time of degeneracy. Yeah, they still don't believe me. I already managed to recover out of my mad phase. At least I can get high off the heavy meds they give me. Speaking of heavy meds, a cell neighbor of mine just had to write an apology after taking them due to him having chopped off the head of the asylum staff. Yes, chopped off with a regular knife. I think this summarizes this place perfectly. I will not murder because that makes the family very sad. What I'm about to do is murder my cock after I'm done beaten to the Saturday. This morning the staff said some woman was going to visit me. Unsurprisingly, they were right. A few hours, or days, me getting high off meds fucked up my sense of time. I got a knock on my cell door. Now guess who it is? My dear diary. No, it's not mom. Not anyone else from the family either. Not one of my previous furry friends, sadly not even Holly Ills. It's Dr. S. Fisher. Out of all the people, it's her. Well, what did she want to say? You as a rhetoric ready may ask. To cut it short, she told me she had top secret information about me, but didn't specify what exactly. In 2 days she'll visit me again. Wish me luck. Sunday. I have this strange feeling. I don't know if it's because of the top secret information I'm going to receive or if it's just because of the drugs, but I feel like something big is going to end. My life? Maybe, but I don't really feel suicidal. Me being in asylum? Nah, I said something big. Maybe. Maybe my long adventure is coming to an end. I remember when Raleigh invited me to Rainforest on that day that started it all. He wasn't a furry himself, but he knew I was going to like it, and that was enough for him to be content. If he didn't invite me to it, or just simply didn't hit me on the head in Rainforest, then this entire adventure wouldn't have happened. I wouldn't have realized I have multiple personalities. I wouldn't have been arrested by Gaff. I wouldn't have been taken to the asylum, and most importantly, I wouldn't have desperately tried to be myself again. But now that I'm thinking about my early life, something doesn't quite add up. Something doesn't feel right. Monday. I'm not sure if I could even describe my emotions using the English language, and any other language won't cut it either. This changes everything. Everything. Just these two images change everything I ever thought knew of myself. I am barely able to breathe as I'm writing this, documenting reality. These two images disprove every knowledge I had about my furry life. Was I born this way? No, I wasn't. I was not a furry originally. I did not have furry friends in elementary school. Everything was a lie. A giant lie. And it was them who I despised who uncovered the truth. I simply did not expect all of this when Fisher showed me the documents. Just everything. Tuesday. I first wanted to write down a detailed explanation on how Fisher got me out of the asylum, or how I finally managed to find myself again through, well, being myself. But I think I'll just cut it short here. Sorry, future fans and journalists, but this will be my last page in this book. For now, this adventure has come to the end. Page 69. Nice. That was a book. I don't really know how to describe it, but Thank you guys for watching Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Greg the Furry. This has been a really, really long book, and it was really painful recording the audio. Also, in the time I record the audio, I finally learned how to put this thing in a ponytail. Well, partially because there's still some hanging on my face. I look like a freaking anime character right now. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Guys, I really hope when this video goes out, there's a whole lot of people at the premiere. Because me and Creeper did put a lot of work, especially Creeper, because he wanted me to release this video a long time ago. I've had his audio for a month now. So I don't really want the work from my editors, me and Creeper to go to waste. So I'm begging y'all, please. I really hope this video reaches number one in the 10 out of 10 rating scale. I really hope the video does well. So yeah, please go watch the premiere that is going on right now as I'm recording this. And also to answer y'all's questions on why No Nut November wasn't demonetized, it just didn't break any guidelines. I didn't show any scenes, and it's an illustration of a book, and therefore nothing was really broken. So if I were to get demonetized, it would be ridiculous. But yeah, I think that's really and truly all I really have to say. Again, I really hope when this video releases, there's a whole lot of people at the premiere. I'm hoping. And yeah, I think that's all I have to say. Make sure you follow me on Twitter and Instagram. You know the drill. Just follow me in the links are in the description. I will see you guys next video. Peace out.